Things are just totally crazy right now. Everyone is COVID positive in these hallways. All you hear is oxygen. A lot of my mentors told me that first year out of residency would be tough and super challenging. Never in my wildest dreams could I imagine practice clinically out of residency as my first year as an attending, having to deal with this mess. I'm about ready to walk into the ED. We'll see what the situation's like. I heard that our volume is just exploding and we have so many people in the hallways that are all COVID positive. I'm seeing young patients, old patients, people of all age ranges who are just incredibly sick. How are things going today?
It's going busy. We've seen a lot more patients and they're critically ill, and we're doing our best to keep track and keep on top of them and make sure that we can provide oxygen for them. But this has been the story for the past week or so, and it's just getting progressively worse.
So I'm now walking into the critical care room. In the critical care room is where we have our sickest patients. Just wanted to show you some of our equipment. So this is a ventilator machine. We keep it protected with plastic covering just to make sure it does not get contaminated. We have our suction, we have our oxygen, we've got our monitor. I've never seen us have an empty spot in the critical care bay, but we try to make sure that we at least have space for one more emergency that comes through our door. This is the brand new tent that we've set up. It's meant for surge, which means patients for which there is no space in the emergency department. All right, so this is one of the tents that we are about to get up and running. As you can see, there's a registration desk, and as we kind of walk through this tent, we've got a huge range of supplies. Each room is kind of cornered off with telehealth capability where a provider will be on the other end remotely providing guidance. As we're getting this tent prepared, we're going to walk out. You can see we've got a ton of oxygen tanks here ready to go. And we're about to walk into the second tent that now has patients. And we're just walking through. So as you can tell, we've got patients in each bed lined up. We really have some fearless staff. Everything is closed and confined. There's a lot of really dark, difficult cases being handled right now in the department. But one bright spot in the day is the fact that the hospital announced that anytime a COVID positive patient gets discharged, they would be playing a piece from the Beatles song, "Here Comes the Sun" on the loudspeaker. And actually at one point today, I did hear it. So I just finished my shift. Here comes the fun part, which is decontaminating my entire body, including the things I'm wearing and washing my face. But one thing that I did take away from this shift and noticed in particular is that a lot of my patients who are super sick are actually male. I did not have a lot of female admitted patients, which kind of coincides with some of the recent news reports in the New York City area that seem to suggest that male patients tend to be more frequent on the sicker end as opposed to their female counterparts. So I'm going to pack up, get everything together, and think on my drive home, like I do every night, of what more I could be doing to help fight this crisis and what cures are possibly out there and what next study is going to come out that will give us more of a direction in fighting this awful enemy. This disease seems to permeate every aspect of life. I just walked into my building and was speaking to the doorman, and he just told me an awful story where his best friend, a 34-year-old male who has 3 kids, including a 7-month-old, passed away today. He has no medical problems, and he died after spending a week in the hospital and returning home finally yesterday. But the worst part about it is that the funeral home has no more space in Queens, at least the one that he wanted to go to. And funeral homes are filling up because of how many people are rapidly passing away. So I just wanted to share with you that story because it kind of illustrates how even when I'm away from the hospital or leaving work, no matter where I go, it's on everyone's minds.